This is Telekatron News, exploring the visionary side of the spiritual and technological singularity. While searching the internet recently, I came across Google Deep Dream, which is an artificial neuron simulator which turns pictures into trippy paintings. One of the first things I noticed was how reminiscent they were to the works of visionary artist Alex Gray, and I wondered what would happen if someone ran his pictures through the system. Well, someone did, and it turns out they don't look much different. There's a lot going on at Google. The concept of Holacracy was recently presented at Google Talks. Holacracy is a way of running an organization that removes power from a management hierarchy and distributes it across clear roles which can then be executed autonomously without a micromanaging boss, getting rid of outdated hierarchy systems in favor of more undefined roles in the workplace, and open up possibilities for more abundant growth by eliminating common problems in development. A few companies have tried it to their success. Maybe this will give way to more open-ended systems of communication in general, especially with social media and computer programs. Google has been presenting many interesting techniques to its employees in business, including something called flow, which is basically the scientific name for runner's high, or being in the zone, with some good research into the matter, as well as techniques to attain and make good use of it. Also, a young man who spent a year in the Himalayas studying monks was able to track meditation brainwaves and map them using EEG, and has created an app that is actually guided meditation with the help of a machine. One of his concepts will use a flower that blooms when the mind is in meditation or when the body is relaxed. He also talked about group experiments where multiple people would use the programs. They attained a grant from Burning Man to create an art installation examining the ability to empathize and how it can give subconscious cues that allow you to sync with other people. He is also working on a mural in India that would work much the same way. News of animal sentience. An amendment to New Zealand law on behalf of the Animal Welfare Amendment Bill passed on Tuesday states that animals like humans are sentient beings. This has also been documented in the past. In 2012, scientists wrote the Cambridge Declaration of Consciousness stating, "Convergent evidence indicates that non-human animals have neuroanatomical, neurochemical, and neurophysiological substrates of conscious states, along with the capacity to exhibit intentional behaviors. Consequently, the weight of evidence indicates that humans are not unique in possessing neurological substrates that generate consciousness." There's a lot going on with mouse brains lately. Scientists linked the brains of 3 lab rats to have them work together using only electric impulses produced by their brainwaves in order to predict the weather. By delivering stimuli representing weather data to the brains of up to 4 rats, the rats were able to combine the information successfully to predict the possibility of rain. They also used the technology in adult monkeys. 3 monkeys had partial control over a virtual arm, and working together, the monkeys were able to control the virtual arm. Also in rat brains, scientists at the Industrial Physics and Chemistry Higher Educational Institution in Paris have shown the ability to influence rat dreams like the movie Inception. Electrodes were put on the mouse brain's hippocampus as the mice were sleeping. The electrodes illustrated the place cells in mice brains were still firing as they dreamed about particular places. Electrodes were then used to send a reward signal to a different part of the mice brain, creating a positive association with that area's particular place while the mice slept. Later, when the mice woke, they went directly towards the place that had been associated with the reward signal in their dreams. Similar studies have been done to show that rats may also plan future trips while they sleep. Ever heard of Estonia? The most advanced digital society in the world, a former Soviet republic on the edge of the Baltic Sea. In 1997, 97% of Estonian schools were online. Since then, cabinet meetings went paperless, government built free Wi-Fi that covers most of the populated area, and it's introduced e-voting and huge amounts of fiber optic cables that have been laid in promise of ultra-high-speed data connections. 94% of the country's tax returns are being made online, taking about 5 minutes to fill out the parts that hadn't already been automatically completed by the link between tax office and local banks. They're also encouraging people to gain e-residency and use the ease of the infrastructure for banking and business without actually living there. This is Telekatron News. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe.